Paramahamsa Nityananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nityananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nityananda Dhyanapitham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters, India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nityananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment.
वन्दे पापविनाशक्तं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतं नित्यमुक्तं निर्विकल्पं ध्यानलोकप्रदीपकं वन्दे शान्तमयं बन्धं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम् आनन्दगन्धसञ्चारं सर्वोपाधिविनिर्मुक्तं वन्दे ज्ञानालयं नाथं नित्यानन्दाय स्वागतम्.
Faith, effort, time, the unfailing formula. Patanjali is not only a spiritual master, he is a great visionary. He created a civilization which was complete, not only having the outer world infrastructure, it was able to retain the inner balance. It was able to experience the peaks of superconsciousness, the experiences of that ultimate ecstasy. As I was introducing his sutras to you yesterday, each sutra is independently intelligent enough to make you fully enlightened. When I say fully enlightened, I mean not only spiritual enlightenment, even in the outer world. even in the outer world, contributing to society. You will be a person really contributing to humanity, contributing to society. The Patanjali spirituality is not running away from society, not escaping from society. His spirituality is living. He uses a beautiful word. In the first chapter itself, he speaks about samadhi, enlightenment, everything. That's why the first chapter is called Samadhi Pada. But in the last chapter, fourth chapter, he speaks something called Kaivalya. Kaivalya Pada. The word Kaivalya means living enlightenment, making the power of enlightenment express itself in your day-to-day life. Living it, seeing that energy, that intensity is expressed in your day-to-day activity, experiencing the fulfillment, completeness even in the outer world. This sutra, if that formula is applied in the inner world, you will achieve inner enlightenment. If that same formula is applied in the outer world, you will be an amazing contributing citizen. You will be an amazing blessing to the whole civilization. Patanjali is a master trying to create a civilization with inner experience and the outer fulfillment. This aphorism, faith, effort, time, unfailing formula. When I say faith, I am not saying blindly believing some concept, blindly having faith on some concept. No. When I say faith, I mean feeling connected. Feeling connected to some idea is a basic thing in every human's life. You may feel connected to the ideas of the outer world, or you may feel connected to the ideas of the inner world. Some idea you will feel connected. Usually, we use the word faith only for feeling connection with the inner world. But I always tell, they may not have faith on spiritual ideas, but they will have faith on some other ideas. But they have to have feeling connected. If somebody doesn't feel connected to the ideas of the inner world and the ideas of the outer world, he will be depressed. He will be dead, dull, may not be physically dead, just waiting to die.
Welcome to Inner Awakening, the most powerful personal transformation retreat you could ever experience. In just 21 days, thousands are already experiencing the shortest route to constantly high energy levels, visible anti-aging, healing of chronic diseases, fulfilling relationships, and higher states of consciousness. What is the secret behind this transformation?
Kundalini means the inner potential energy. Once it is awakened, opens the different doors for the conscious experience in you. I can say which is a master key for all extraordinary spiritual experiences.
This extraordinary program is conducted personally by Paramahamsa Nityananda in the vibrant atmosphere of Nityananda Dhyanapitham Ashram. Open yourself to the benefits of Nitya Yoga and practical meditation. Experience physical and mental healing. Discover simple ways to handle life with success. Above all, enjoy individual darshan and blessings from Paramahamsa Nityananda every day. Take 21 days for yourself and carry home the transformation of a lifetime.
See, waiting to die is not life. Waiting to die doesn't mean he is living, because he doesn't have courage to commit suicide or he doesn't know how to die. He is just waiting for death to happen. But for some idea, you have to feel connected. And always the people who feel connected to the outer world ideas, they think they are superior, or some way they are more intelligent. They don't understand where they are going to land. Having feeling connection only to the outer world ideas, suddenly you will feel one day that you have been cheated. Your life is empty. You can see from the young age, first either you start believing or society makes you believe that if you do this, you will feel settled. Usually between 7 to 14, you feel that individual identity. From that time, you will start feeling a kind of an emptiness inside. When you feel you are an island, you will naturally, you have to feel emptiness. And if you feel connected to the idea, see, if you feel connected to the outer world idea, naturally what society will teach? Study well, get employed, then everything will be smooth. Then naturally you run behind it. You think, if I study well, the idea with which you are feeling connected, you work for that. If I do that, then everything is settled. You study, get employed. Suddenly, society puts another one idea. No, if you find your love and get settled, everything is settled. If you feel connected to that idea, then you start running behind that. You try to find your love. And after that, no, if you get married, means permanent relationship, and have kids, everything is settled. After marriage, you know. And then, no, have a house, car, bank balance, kids, everything is settled. If you feel connected to that idea, you work for that. Then everything happens. Then suddenly, especially if you are an Indian parent, no, if your child is educated and settled, everything is settled. Then your child gets educated, everything happens. Suddenly, no, if he is married and settles in his life, everything is settled. Once he is married and settles in his life, if I have my grandkids playing around me, I have nothing else to do, I am settled, my life is relaxed. Just look inside. You go on feeling connected to the ideas which is constantly postponing the feeling settled. Understand? The important difference, Patanjali's idea, the important truth Patanjali wants to reveal is, to run your life, you don't need to have that unsettled feeling. See, there are some civilizations believes only if a man has the deep unsettlement inside him, he can be made to work. No. This is the major difference between Patanjali and the materialistic civilizations. Civilizations which are based on the outer world. Patanjali is not against the outer world, but the one difference is, you don't have to run your whole life based on unsettled feeling. See, many civilizations, they start believing, unless a man has that unsettled feeling, he cannot be made to work. No. That is the main difference. You don't have to feel connected to wrong ideas for constantly to contribute to the humanity. That is not needed. With feeling settled, you will be so alive, just as overflowing you will be contributing. In Vedic tradition, we have two kinds of wealth.
क्या आप स्वयं एक अवतार पुरुष से अपने जीवन में दिव्य मार्गदर्शन चाहते हैं? प्रस्तुत करते हैं अवतार पुरुष से वार्ता।
नित्यानंदा here.
परमहंस नित्यानंदा संसार को एक और अतुल्य और अनोखी भेंट दे रहे हैं।
I really can't believe how
got practically everything and too much for a phone call.
अब वो लाइव किसी के भी प्रश्नों का उत्तर स्वयं देंगे।
That's great. Now you ask anything you want in your life. Ask me any boon you want.
8 से प्रारंभ। कुछ सौभाग्यशाली लोग जो 08027279999 पर फोन करेंगे, वो स्वयं स्वामी जी से बात कर सकते हैं। लाइव देखें NTV पर ntv.nityananda.org।
The Ingenious Program, a field of all possibilities. The children in the Ingenious Program are directly under the guidance of enlightened Master Paramahamsa Nityananda. Nityananda is an incarnation and exudes the knowledge of conflict-free living. He states that enlightenment is our birthright. What an incredible gift for your child, a once-in-a-lifetime privilege to live and thrive in the energy field of all possibilities and give enlightenment to your child. Where every child can become a genius. Learning can unveil the genius in every child, provided it stimulates higher-order thinking skills, positive self-esteem, teamwork, and an internal locus of control. Research has proven that holistic teaching methodologies paired with meditation stimulate whole brain functioning and result in self-directed, spontaneous, and creative lifelong learners. An enriched environment. When young children have an enriched environment conducive to early learning in life, they have higher IQ, cognitive intelligence, EQ, social emotional intelligence, and SQ, spiritual intelligence. These early experiences are critical for the development of the child. Peer pressure and destructive social conditioning can take its toll on the child. It can create negative thought patterns and destructive behaviors unless these enriching experiences are provided. An enriched environment includes whole brain activities which stimulate the utilization of both sides of the brain. The right brain is responsible for creativity, intuition, spontaneity, quantum memory, learning in a flash, and computer-like calculations. The left side of the brain is responsible for interlinear thinking and analysis. When both sides of the brain are integrated, performance is optimal. Brain Yoga. Brain Yoga activates the ability to balance the right and the left brain. This helps open the sixth sense. Children are given activities to balance both sides of the body simultaneously, using distinctive postures that stimulate both sides. The neurological brain patterns move from beta to alpha, increasing alertness and attention. Quantum memory. Quantum memory is a constant downloading of information without interference of the mind. Observation skills are directly related to memory skills. Reading without interference of the mind, reading at quantum speed, will lead to quantum memory without the mind getting in the way. Creative and performing arts. Dance, drama, music, sculpting, and design offered in the Ingenious Program provide kinesthetic motor stimulation to engage the brainwave patterns, resulting in expanded creativity and resourcefulness. Sattvic food. Children are given the benefit of fresh sattvic food prepared to the standards according to the ancient Vedic lifestyle. The food is fresh, with fruits and vegetables. Vegetarian food creates radiant health in the body. Vedic cultural arts. Sanskrit chanting stimulates the brain to produce full brain coherence, developing clearer perception and integrated thinking. Chanting also promotes inner silence and improves the attention span. Meditation and expanded awareness. Meditation instills a deep silence in the child, resulting in deeper, richer perception and clarity in thinking. Ingenious produces the next step in evolution, a mature human being who functions at a higher state of consciousness. Expanded awareness provides the platform for a vision of all abilities of life, perfect health, prosperity, and life without conflict. What more could you ask for your child?
If I can just teach this one science to the kids, I will have millions of enlightened beings. Kubera's wealth and Lakshmi's wealth. Kubera's wealth means he will accumulate and hold. Neither he will enjoy nor somebody else can enjoy. Technically, he will play with the number. He will have the wealth. Neither he will be enjoying nor others will be enjoying. The Lakshmi's wealth means she will be constantly circulating, giving. Not only she will be enjoying, everyone will be enjoying. See, Lakshmi's wealth means you will not bother to spend because you have courage and confidence about your intelligence to create more wealth. So you allow it to flow through you. This is what we call Lakshmi's wealth. The Kubera's wealth means he only knows few cunning methods, technically to own, technically to gather. He will not be doing anything. Everybody else will be working. Somehow he can give some promises, fictions being sold in fractions. He knows the technique how to sell the fictions in fractions. He knows the technique. He can make that happen. And he will be holding. He will not be contributing directly to society. If you understand these two ideas of Kubera wealth and Lakshmi wealth, the circulating wealth and stagnant wealth, you will have the Vedic solution for the present economic crisis. These fictions being sold in fractions is main responsible. That is responsible for all the economical crisis. Because people who buy, they did not realize they are buying fictions in fractions for quite a long time. The moment they woke up, oh God, fictions are being sold in fractions, I am buying. When they stop buying, whole thing tumbles down. Contributing economy or accumulating economy. There are two different kinds. Understand, if a civilization is built on an unsettled feeling of a human being, if our faith is such that only if a human being feels unsettled, he will continue to work and contribute. If civilization is built based on that idea, please be very clear, constantly we will only be trying to make quick bucks. We will not bother about contributing to society, contributing to humanity. We will bother only about the numbers in my bank balance. You just bother only about that number, and that number gives you a kind of a feeling of security. But it can never give a feeling of settled. The only difference, what Patanjali is teaching, Patanjali says, human beings doesn't need that unsettled feeling to contribute to the society. With a deep fulfillment, with a deep settled feeling, if we allow him to settle down without any insecurity, without any fear, without any unsettled feeling, the overflowing energy with which he contributes, he will be really contributing. He will not be selling fictions and fractions. See, many times I have seen some of these guys, how just two, three ideas or two, three promise, they will make money out of it. And people wake up and realize, oh God. Then the whole thing will tumble down. Why? People try to make quick bucks because the whole emphasis is on the insecure feeling. Patanjali is trying here to create samadhi-based civilization, a civilization which is living enlightenment, kaivalya. That is why in the initial he talks about samadhi. In the end, he gives a beautiful chapter, Kaivalya Pada. He teaches how to live enlightenment. Human beings doesn't need to be slaves of insecurity, fear to contribute. I have seen people who worked out of greed and fear, they become tired and the layer of tamas, inertness, gets settled around them. Once, see, when the fear and greed is awakened, it can drive you for a few years like an explosion.
Just an hour's drive from Bangalore, Asia's fastest growing city, is a unique space of healing, meditation and rejuvenation. Welcome to Nityananda Dhyanapeetham. Experience soothing healing energies under the ancient wish-fulfilling banyan tree in the presence of divinity. Enjoy the unique anti-aging formula of the original Siddha Healing Spa with the 21-foot energized healing lingam and healing pool, the Vaidya Sarovar. Connect directly to God in the vibrant silence of Nityanandeshwara Temple. Savor the delicious Sattvic food served free at all times. Best of all, get a glimpse of authentic spiritual life at the daily morning satsang, worship, yoga and meditation sessions with Paramahamsa Nityananda. Rediscover yourself at Nityananda Dhyanapeetham, the ultimate spiritual lifestyle destination. Nityananda Dhyanapeetham, Nityananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru, 97422-03311.
It can drive you for a few years. Just after a few years, after that, you will become insensitive to your fear and greed. Your consciousness cannot be moved by your fear and greed. You will start settling down. Even in the companies, they say after 5 years there will be low curve. There will be low curve. They call it Plato effect. There will be low curve. Means what? The fear and greed which was pushing you, which was fueling you, doesn't have any more power over you. Your system becomes insensitive to those ideas. See, earlier when you start a company, when you start a business, your visualization to have a house in the beach or to have a Mercedes car, to have a bank balance, these ideas are there to push you to explore. You are working. Suddenly when you have all of them, you realize the emptiness behind it. You see the emptiness behind it. Now, those fear and greed cannot drive you anymore. Then the tamas, inertness settles around you. Suddenly you know, nothing makes you work. And even small problem looks too big. When you were exploding with the fear and greed, that same problem wouldn't have looked that big. Now suddenly the small problem will look too big and you just want to escape, like Arjuna trying to escape. Arjuna was trying to escape from the war field. One funny thing is, Arjuna is speaking about dharma, means the morality or the law, to Krishna. That is the funny thing. Krishna, the Purnavatar, Swayam Prakasa Jyoti, is a self-illumined consciousness. The full incarnation is there. It will be very funny if you see the dialogue between Arjuna and Krishna in the first chapter. It's not dialogue, monologue. Only Arjuna speaks. Krishna doesn't speak at all. He just listens. And this guy goes on saying, See, it is not moral, it is immoral. He brings all these ideas to justify his laziness. The morality is needed, it is right, but it should happen in you out of your freedom, not because of your inertness. Sometimes the right decision, wrong reason. Understand? Right decision, wrong reason. See, Arjuna saying not to wage war can be right decision if the reason is also right. But Arjuna's reason was wrong. That is why Krishna says, no, with this reasoning, don't escape from fight. Don't escape from war. It's not right. If you have the right reason, you have no problem. You can move away from the war. But the wrong reason, the right reason and wrong reason, right decision, wrong reason. One small story. 3 mad guys wanted to leave the madhouse. They go to the doctor and say, I think all 3 of us are healthy enough and intelligent enough to live our life. Please release us. Doctor says, okay, tomorrow we will have a test. If all 3 of you guys prove that you are intelligent, you can go. I have no problem. After all, we don't want you guys here. Tomorrow all 3 come there. Doctor takes all the 3 of them to an empty swimming pool without water. He calls the first guy, jump. That guy jumps and breaks his leg. He calls the second guy, jump. That guy also jumps, he breaks his hand. He calls the third guy, jump. He says, no, I won't jump. Doctor says, yes, you can go back. You can go to your house, you are okay. In the office, when the paperwork was getting done, the last signature which is needed from the patient, when he was signing, doctor asked, may I know why you decided not to jump into the pool? I know now you are going to be free. You made a right decision. But may I know why you don't want to jump into the pool? He said, I don't know swimming. Sometime you to make right decision, wrong reason. Even if the reason is wrong, you are wrong. Here Patanjali comes. He wants even the reason to be right. Not only decision, even the reason to be right. Understand, the fear or greed doesn't need to be a driving mechanism. The faith, effort, time. I want you to internalize this one truth. When you believe with the ideas of the outer world, when you feel connected to that ideas of the outer world, faith, the fear and greed becomes your driving force. And you are running because of that force. Please understand, that is always going to lead you to depression or hopeless feeling, loneliness. Here Patanjali says, run with the right idea. Let the right ideas be your fuel. Blessed are those who feel connected to spiritual ideas. Please understand, having faith, feeling connected to the spiritual ideas is not an ordinary quality. It is an amazing, extraordinary. If you feel connected to only to the outer world idea, you will see, it's like having a TV with 2-3 channels. If you feel connected to the spiritual ideas, it's like having a TV with 200-300 channels. The more possibility, more exploring possibility, more possibility for life. Understand the basic truth. See, for atheists, only what you see in front of your eyes is a truth. So what is their truth? What they feel connected? The basic need, whatever you need, some luxury, some comfort. So all these things will be fulfilled in few years. Either it will be fulfilled or you will have an idea it cannot be fulfilled. You will come up, it will be clear. in few years. After that, what will you do? Nothing else to achieve, nothing else to do. There is no inspiration source. So naturally, being depressed is the lifestyle. I have seen a staunch atheist always end in depression. If he is an inspired, excited, working, he is a theist inside. Maybe showing as an atheist outside. That is okay, no problem. At least inside, they know how to preserve themselves without falling into depression. Even if you are atheist, even inside, then nobody can save you. Depression is the only way. I know the modern day youth is really suffering. Humanity has never faced this crisis. I have created a one-year program where you can study the spiritual truths.
Nitya Yoga practices to create healthy body, spiritual discourses to develop mental health, meditations that help balance emotions, kriyas to break mental patterns that create suffering, opportunity to express leadership qualities, techniques that improve creative skills. Learn to break all self-limiting barriers to achieve your dreams. Ananda Yogam.
I am providing a platform for you to think, meditate, contemplate and decide about your future. I am giving you 1 year free food, shelter, clothes, above all the spiritual education and intelligence and intuition to take decision about your future.
Every participant is taught the Vedic truths to live life as it leads in a nurturing ambience, along with inspirational spiritual education that helps bring out the best and achieve one's highest potential.
Youth across the world can come and spend a year in Ananda Yogam to work on you to discover your future, to discover your destiny or recreate your destiny. I'll open my house for you for 1 year completely free. Come and stay here, discover and recreate your destiny.
Interviews at Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, Bidadi, Bengaluru, 97422 03311.
Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bangalore, 562109. Contact 097422033311. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.